Welcome to XPO Logistics House of Fraser e-commerce distribution centre. We hope the following video will give you an insight into safe working practices in operations on this site. We have covered most but not all of situations that you may encounter while working on the site. If you have any questions, please ask the trainers or your team manager. When entering the site by car, you need to use a designated car approach lane on the far left of the entry road. You have to stop and show your identity card to the security officer, who will then open the barrier. There is a compulsory 10 mph speed limit on the site. Continue through to the second automatic barrier and you will enter the one-way area. Keep left at this point and then follow the directional arrows and signs and find a safe place in a parking bay. Please do not park in a disabled bay unless you have a registered blue disability badge with reception, and then display it as normal. If you are walking or cycling onto the site, dismount from your cycle and proceed to the security checkpoint, where you will have to display your identity card to the security officer, who will then grant you access via the pedestrian gate. Then please walk across the pedestrian crossing and use the yellow painted walkway to the second automatic barrier, again using the pedestrian crossing. Get onto the footpath that runs alongside the main building, then report to the main security reception. Once you have entered the building, make your way to the clock-in and fire register area, where you have to clock in using the identity card. Then find your name on the fire register and tick the box next to your name. Please make a note of your fire assembly point, which is written on the top right-hand side of the register. The fire assembly points are situated outside the building in the dispatch area, which is next to the security gatehouse. These are labelled and numbered for ease for checking that everybody is out of the building and accountable for. On hearing the fire alarm, please proceed to the designated area, leaving by the nearest fire exit. Do not stop to collect personal items. Please note the fire alarm test is sounded every Thursday morning at 7 AM. During your shift, you may be asked by security to press a mobile randomizer unit. If this turns green, you are free to continue your duties. If, however, it turns red, you can be searched. At the end of a shift, as you are leaving the building, at the security reception, there may be a random bag search. Also, if you are driving a car on your way off the site and before the security gatehouse, your car may be stopped and searched. Please make sure that when you enter the warehouse and use the correct PPE, personal protection equipment, for carrying out your tasks. Remember the dress code is black, navy blue trousers, jacket and/or shirt. We have a strict uniform and a no branded policy. Enter the warehouse using the turnstiles and exit via the security search point. During your shift, you may be required to use mechanical handling equipment, which needs to be operated in a safe and controlled manner. These include, but not limited to, a pump or pallet truck. Watch this short video to see the correct way to operate this. You may be required to move or stack pallets during your shift. Watch how these two operators achieve this task. Pallets must not exceed 7 pallets high. When moving or stacking totes containing customer orders, these are only stacked 4 high and only 3 dollies long. When moving empty totes, they must be stacked 12 high, and moving empty dollies must be stacked 7 high for moving around the warehouse. Moving cages is an art, as the steering wheels are set to one side of the cage. So you have to stand one side of the cage holding the front and rear and push the cage, making sure that you can see where you are going. Gondolas are clamps that you attach to an overhead rail to suspend hanging garments from, to transport around the warehouse. Hanging rails are used to move hanging garments around the warehouse. As you can see from the video, the operator is standing to one side of the hanging rail and pushing the rail so they can see where they are going and they are in full control. Use the handrails at all times when using the stairwells. The HLOP High Level Order Picker area is a high risk zone and a high visibility vest must be worn at all times. When the K15 truck is in operation, no one is allowed into the aisle where it is operating. There are other mechanical handling machines that operate in HLOP area and in the outer goods yard, so extreme caution must be observed.
Yep.
If you are working around the goods in or dispatch areas, then you must be made aware of the traffic light system we use to make your work environment safe. These systems will be explained to you in greater detail in your training or by your first line. When putting away or picking items that are above head height in the aisles, you must use a set of step ladders and not put yourself at risk by overstretching. Step ladders are available on all levels. Please use them. We operate a clean as you go policy in the warehouse. This means we recycle all paper and plastic while we work, making sure we place plastic and paper into the correct containers. We also clean our bench areas, making sure that all equipment is tidy and organised. While working in the warehouse, you should be aware of the stanchions that are painted blue or green. At the end of the shift, please walk towards the clock machines, forming an orderly queue. Once you have clocked out, everyone must press the randomizer at the search point. Failure to do so may result in disciplinary action. You must sign the consent form prior to your search. Do not forget to sign the fire register on the way out of the building. And finally, we would rather you be late in this world than early in the next.